Hello, somebodies. We are the Nobodies. What are we doing here today?
Today we are going to be interviewing the great Greg Turner and Josh Decker from the band 10 Cent Revenge. We're super excited of having you here today. Thank you for joining our channel.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
So, to the people who don't know, introduce yourselves.
Josh Decker.
Greg Turner.
Oh, yeah. I was stupid.
Well, we're Revenge, man.
Cool. Awesome.
Funny. I was in a band years ago, and very short story. This guy came up to me, and he was just trying to do, kind of throw his weight around at this venue we were playing. And he goes, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Well, we're Nobodies." Or he goes, "Well, we're Nobodies." I said, "Yeah, but we're bigger Nobodies than you." So when I saw you guys' name, I was like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome. That is awesome."
Well, I'm glad you could join us. So, when did you guys meet?
Years ago, he was in another band, and we needed an opening act that was way, way better than us. And I asked Josh to do it, and then we became friends over a couple years. And then you want to join my band? So we were in two different bands, and I would open up for his band, and then I was playing both bands. And then when we moved down here, I was like, "Dude, you want to start a band?" So we started a band down here.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
What's a long time? Year, like 10 years plus?
10 years plus. Yeah.
About 10 years. Yeah.
I met him when
That's
I was
crazy.
really young. Like, I've been playing bands since I was 8 years old, and so we'd open for all these guys, and so I met him along the way somewhere.
I got him on Wayfair.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. All right.
So what bands have you played with?
Like shared stages with?
Yeah.
I've Creed, Rat,
Buck Cherry,
Black Oak, Arkansas,
Puddle of Mud recently.
Puddle of Mud. Yeah,
That's
that was
fun. I like that. One.
God, LA Guns, Faster Pussycat, a lot of them. Shark Island, Angel.
Island, yeah.
So a lot of good times.
Do you guys have any stories that you'd like to share while we're here?
We got a lot.
What are we allowed to
Yeah,
share?
what are you allowed to talk about?
Listen. The first 30 seconds of the video is passed. Say whatever you want, curse words wise.
We're not getting flagged or demonetized or anything.
It's the first 30 seconds. You can't curse in that time frame. After that, you're good.
Really? Oh, awesome. I like hell. Yeah. The first time we went to Hollywood, we were in a band together, and the other two guys flew out, and I told Josh, I'm like, "Well, bro, we're going to take a train." And he goes, "Why?" And I was like, "Because you've never been on tour and you've never had an adventure." And at one point he had to throw like this dude off the train in the middle of the night. He had some sort of episode. I slept through it.
Yeah, there all sorts of just bullshit happened along the way. We were on this train for like 3.5 days.
Yeah, it was
like
awesome.
The first day was awesome, and then we're like, "Oh my god," we're like stuck here.
Yeah.
So and then they dropped us off in Sacramento, and since Bakersfield was on fire, we couldn't get a rental car to Hollywood, so we Ubered from Sacramento to LA in one night. It was yeah.
That's far.
I thought Bakersfield was deserts.
Yeah, the guy thought it was. The guy literally thought it was a joke. Man, is this a joke or a mistake? I'm like, what does it say? He says, "You guys are going to LA tonight," and it's like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, "Yeah, we are." And the guy's like, "Bro, can we stop and get snacks and coffee and shit?" I'm like, "Yes, we can." So yeah, we hauled to LA from Sacramento in an Uber.
Oh my god. How long? Wait, did you guys say how long that drive was, or?
Like 5 hours, 6 hours.
5 hours. My goodness, man.
Yeah, it was
great. Watching the world literally burn around us.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Wow. So you how much does an Uber cost traveling that far?
That was about $350 that night.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I had to go from Panama City up to North Carolina, which was about 3 hours. That cost me $300. So sounds like you got a deal.
Oh yeah,
this was just a few years ago before it got really bad.
Yeah.
So
that got super cool.
I hope you bought his snacks.
Oh yeah,
we hooked that guy up, man. Don't you worry.
I would have been afraid if you'd have been like, bro, I'm gonna need some cocaine. Like, no.
So we are going to Hollywood,
Yeah.
man.
I mean,
Yeah, the only time you could do it. Only time.
when we got-
So-
go ahead, man.
I was gonna ask. So when you got down to LA, how many shows did you play? Was it a one and done, or did you do a couple shows?
There was two.
Well,
of them.
we got our song in this independent film, and that was the impetus for going there in the first place. And so we played this film festival type award show thing, and then we played the Whiskey with Tantric. And so we made like a week out of it, and it became sort of a vacation / very, very mini tour.
It was cool. It was a lot of fun, you know. But the first we went to the Rainbow Bar and Grill, and there's this guy standing there. He sounded like Joe Pesci, and we were sitting there watching this guy. He's wearing a nice shirt, you know, nice watch, khakis. But he's on the phone next to this BMW. And he's like, you know, you owe me a lot of money. I'm gonna break your fucking fingers. And I'm like, oh my god, it's mafioso, dude. That's fucking badass, right? So I meet this guy later, and he goes, my name is Shadow, and anything you need, I got you. I'm thinking, oh my God, he owns the Rainbow Bar and Grill. I said, Shadow, I'm having a great time. Thank you for having us. He goes, man, I can get you the best cocaine in LA. I'm like, nah, dude, we're good. Thanks. You know, I get it. And so this whole week, this guy takes us under his wing. Wherever we show up, he's like, you boys look like you could need a drink, and I got you. And like this total, like, oh my God, we're connected now, right? And at the end of the week, I went to the security staff at the Rainbow, and I was like, guys, where's Shadow at tonight? Oh, he couldn't make it tonight. I was like, what's it like working for him? He goes, well, I don't work for him. I was like, well, he owns this place, right? He goes, no. I said, but he manages it. He goes, no. And I'm like, well, who is this guy? He goes, he's some homeless guy that we just kind of let hang around. And I'm like, but this guy, everywhere we showed up, man, he's got like a brown paper bag with Jack Daniels in it,
And we're all on board. We wanted the authentic LA experience.
Right.
Literally, like 2 years after that, we went back to play a show, and I started like, let's start combing the strip. Let's see if we can find Shadow. And I was walking out of the Rainbow, and he was walking in, and we just looked at each other. We both cried.
Yeah, he cried.
We each other and shit, man. It was great.
But yeah, he's this homeless guy, lives out of his car. You know, I'm like going, but the way he carries himself, I thought he was the king of LA, man. It's crazy.
Hey,
So, your parents tell you not to talk to strangers. You let this stranger buy you booze.
Right.
That's crazy.
Question.
Without question.
well, that's what Uber is anyway, right? You're getting in a car with a stranger that you found off the internet.
Yeah.
Yep. That's like Craigslist Plus.
Yeah.
Premium plan.
So let's go back. So you guys, obviously you play the bass and you're the vocals. Do you play guitar or you just vocal?
I do, yeah. On that video that you react to, I didn't play guitar, but on a lot of our songs, I do. So yeah, I also play keyboard on some of the stuff. So
I play all the rhythm stuff on the albums. So
what would you say you guys, what would you say you've like spent more time on overall?
Oh, I play a lot of guitar, but I like playing bass live, you know, because I'm not good enough to play guitar live at all.
I like being the front man live. I mean, I feel like I'm stuck behind a guitar if I have to just have it for every song. So I kind of have been shedding that a little bit. But yeah, we're very diverse. We'll have whoever play whatever on our albums.
Expect that.
That's great. So how long have you been playing all your instruments, and when did you pick them up? Very young age.
I started playing piano when I was 3, guitar when I was 6 or 7. Vocals, I was just kind of thrown into it because I was in this band when I was like 8 or 9. I guess it was a band. We got paid to play shows. We were shit, but we did it
Without your shirts.
Yeah. It's a real strange arrangement. Some guy's house. I don't know. But
Wow.
yeah, nobody wanted to sing, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll sing. And
Was he a priest?
It was non-denominational. Okay, we don't.
He had a really nice car. An Uber driver.
Yeah, he had a white van, right?
He had a band called Free Candy.
Yeah. That's what they call it these days, a band.
Yeah.
It's for legal tax purposes, sir.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's great. So in this band, you were the youngest. Obviously, it wasn't a bunch of 8-year-olds, right?
No, there were, one of them was 8, one of them was 10.
Oh my god, we're revealing some shit today, dude.
No, it was totally normal too. Like, we'd open for some pretty big bands too. Like Black Oak, Arkansas, I played with when I was like 13, and we were booked with a drummer of Guns N' Roses when I was like 12, but that show didn't end up happening. Like, it was like, since we were like a novelty, we weren't any good, so we weren't getting these shows on our own merits necessarily. It was just like, oh wow, young kids love rock and roll, let's put them on with Cinderella.
Absolutely.
So, no kidding. That's you know what? Yeah, some people try their whole lives to get to that position, and you made it. So
yeah. Okay, so let's talk about your video Hollywood. We were quite entertained.
I was terrified. I was like, he set this up, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna tear this thing apart. Oh god. And you were like, yeah, I catch the 80s vibe. And you were like, I more 70s. I'm like, I love you guys. Like, they get it. Thank you. These are our people.
Yeah, I was so worried I had to have Sky watch it for me first and be like, how bad of a time am I in for here?
no, come on.
Nah, we don't roll that way. We're positive people.
Yeah, you know what? We've watched some pretty bad videos in our day, and we always find the positives in everything, because everyone's trying.
Mm-hmm.
No, I appreciate that. I really do. It was a good time. But yeah, we wanted to start this video. We recognized the sort of comedic potential that the song had, because it's literally about our trip to Los Angeles. So we're like, let's embellish that a lot, make it as absurd, get all of our rock star friends in it, and just be weirdos. And
I just wanted to hit Josh on camera.
yeah, we had to do a lot of takes of that. Everybody wanted to hurt me on camera. That was the thing. The singer, Pretty Boy, we got the shot of him throwing the water at me. We're like, all right, we're good. He's like, you guys want to do another take? And everybody's like, yeah, let's do another take. We like 3 times. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, it's great. And everyone's like, nah, it sucks, man. We got to do that again.
Well, the lighting was a little bit off here. We couldn't see your peril. So I'm like, oh, God,
Yeah.
okay.
The water wasn't cold enough, honestly. It doesn't look real to the camera.
Well, when he did that, no one around us knew we were filming a music video. So there's a guy, I think it's in the video, where he's like, oh, like that guy thought that was actually happening. He got all wet and too, like he and Steve exchanged words after that. But yeah, we didn't really tell people what we were doing. We just kind of did it.
It's awesome.
So everybody in that video was a bunch of friends, even the girlfriends.
Well, the girl that slapped me, I can't remember whose wife she was, but she was random. And I said, hey, you want to slap me? And she's like, yeah. So there was that.
Yeah, some of the casting choices were opportunistic. Like we knew most of them though. Yeah. Like the scene where we get thrown out of the whiskey, we literally just went up to Chips Enough and was like, hey, do you want to be in this? He's like, can my tour manager do it too? I'm like, yep, he's your bodyguard. Let's go. And then we did it. And so some of those people just happened into our video, which I think is more fun anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, 100%. Yeah, because you noticed in the video, I said I wanted the girl on the left. She was very, very pretty.
Who was that?
I'm trying to think who that is.
Was that during the water scene?
No, you guys were one of you were walking.
That was our drummer, and those girls are like 9. So
yeah.
No, they are not. One of them, yeah.
What?
One of them is like 16. So.
Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah. Our drummer did not call either one of them. I was like, dude, you're a drummer in a rock band in a convertible Cadillac. He didn't say 2 words to those girls. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
He's a shy boy.
I don't care.
So this video was not planned to be anything like genuinely authentic. Your first thought was, okay, let's have fun and see how like funny we can make this.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of our philosophy for pretty much everything. I mean, we do take ourselves and our music seriously, but when we add all extra things to it, we're like, why not have fun? I mean, you get one shot at doing this. We have some of the resources to make it happen. Let's have a good time and make something that's kind of funny. So that's
what are your future plans for the band? You got video tours, you got more music, an album coming out?
Brag.
This is our last day. So as soon as we're done here,
it's our exit interview.
This is our
No. We are working on another video right now. We're almost done with it. We just put out our first EP. We're working on the second EP, which should be done in the next couple of months.
Yep.
So we're chugging along. It's more of a studio work right now type of thing. We have some shows that I don't know if we're allowed to announce yet.
Sure.
But
we're playing January 28th in Tarzana with a band called Mangusta, great friends of ours from LA. And they asked us to be on that show. And then we're talking to a couple other promoters, trying to get back into the whiskey, the Troubadour, some of the awesome LA places, Yeah,
so we're wanting to get around more the Southwest, like San Diego, Vegas, do some local Phoenix stuff. So we're slowly expanding our network. Right now it's been very LA centric, but we want to get out there a little bit more next year.
You should try to get to New York City because we live there.
Yeah. Well, we've always said we'd love to see freaking the bands we talk to, including you guys. Absolutely.
My family's from Syracuse, so
Oh,
I've got East Coast in me.
that's
so-
awesome. You're
Yeah,
40-minute
that's-
drive for us, I think, at this rate.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it?
About,
That's beautiful.
right? Syracuse, close?
Yeah, no.
No?
6 hours.
Oh, my bad.
It's not even
I thought
our
it was
state,
closer.
man.
I thought it was closer to like Riverhead. My bad. Okay.
We gotta do a video where we go by the Amityville house, and then we try to purchase it.
That'd be
Good
amazing.
luck.
It was up for sale a few years ago, and I found my wife was like, "No, we're not going to do that." But I found a house across the river behind it, and she goes, "What's so special about that house?" And I zoomed way in so you could see the back of the Amityville house. I'm like, "We could see that every day," but no, that was
Yeah.
a no.
Yeah, we literally live 10 minutes from there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh.
we pass it on Halloween all the time.
Oh my gosh, dude! Yeah, that's my mecca. And the thing is, you can't even stop anymore. Like they have a sign, you can't even stop the car. It's like
you gotta
I
drive
get it.
down the block. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. They changed the whole look of the house. It doesn't look anything
Yep.
like it's a whole new house. So, but
it's
they got a lot of good venues in New York City that we would accept you in a heartbeat, man. And we would love to be your VIP.
Well,
You're
absolutely
guaranteed to be our VIP, man.
Right.
You'll be number one on the list.
I have to buy tickets to my own show, man.
You gotta
I
buy.
think
You gotta
Crazy.
buy your own beer.
yeah.
They don't even let me in sometimes.
There was some unpleasantness.
Yeah, us getting kicked out of the whiskey in the video, that was real.
Yeah,
that was actually.
yeah.
Wow.
No.
Oh, dude, I would believe it.
Yes.
all those scenes are based on real things that have happened to us. So I actually got thrown out of a place. I've never been thrown out of a place before in my life until here. And I'll tell you what, man, New York guys, they mean business. So I was working for a show, a very legendary guitar player, and he had a piece of paper on his door that said, dressing room. It had his face on it. And I thought, man, that venue's going to throw it away, and I got a buddy that's a big fan. So I took it and I put it in the other dressing room. Well, his bodyguards came after me and it's like, bro, and they're all very East Coast, very New York, big. And they're like,
Hey, I'm walking here. Like,
yeah, we're going to need that back, and they saw it as a sign of disrespect, which I meant no disrespect.
Yeah.
But I had to go get it. I was ejected from that venue for life. I cannot go back to that venue at all.
Wow.
And I'm like, all right.
all because you
and
took a sign. That's crazy.
it's a sign,
Yeah, he called me from after. Like, I went to that show just to see the show, and he calls me. He's like, "Josh, can you come get me?" I'm like, "Where are you?" He's like, "Across the highway." I'm like,
they took me across the highway, and that's what they said. They said, the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be really nice." And one of the guitar player, this guy, one of his bodyguards, is a wrestler, a professional wrestler who's very well known.
What's his
And
name?
he was, the wrestler?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Oh man, I don't want to give it away.
Damn it.
On
Okay.
a private call,
Fair.
I'll give it away. Just because it's a respect
it was the
thing.
Undertaker.
It was not the Undertaker. It was a little guy
Stone
with it.
Cold Steve Austin.
And he was nice about it, but they said, we're going to be nice about this, but you go get that and you bring it back because that's disrespectful. And I didn't see it that way, but then I was like, oh yeah, East Coast, that's my family. You know, it's like, oh, it's all about respect. And I didn't mean any, but I wrote letters to the entire band, and they were like, yeah, it's cool. You know, he kind of laughed it off. No big deal. But to this day, I've had people go in going, hey, man, can you just come in for a show? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not allowed.
Are you serious? That sounds like 10-year-old bullshit right there.
Yeah.
It's a good story, though.
It is a
That
good
is a
story.
good story.
It sounds kind of childish, if you ask me.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have done it, but it was fun, you know. But I got to bump elbows with a legend that night, so that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Picked you up,
But yeah,
did the F5 and threw you down the hill, huh?
yeah, pretty much, you know. But no, but that's some of the scenes in the video that was based on, like, hey man, that would be funny, you know, let's get thrown out of this place.
We're making fun of ourselves in a lot of these videos, especially in this next one. I mean, we kind of set it up that we're the butt of the joke, so that a lot of the guys that are in these videos, we don't want to harm their reputations and stuff. Like, these are actual working musicians, so I don't want to put them in a position where they're, oh, this is probably making me look like a dick. Like, no, we're the dicks in the video, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So,
That's great.
If you can't make fun of yourselves.
That's great. Yeah, you know what? So you got a couple fun questions that I'm sure your fans would like to know. You know, what are some of your favorite foods?
anything Italian. I want pasta all the time. Get some broccoli in there, get some mushrooms in there. We're golden. That's all, man.
I like American foods like pizza and tacos.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't know. Wait a minute.
I told my wife that because she's from Germany and she likes German food and she has more of a European palate. And one day I told her that. I was like, why don't you like American foods, like, you know, like pizza and tacos and stuff? And yeah, I got the same reaction. Like, really?
That's funny.
But pizza and tacos, man. Love it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with tacos.
Okay. Yeah, tacos are pretty good. Well, what about wings? Wings are pretty good too.
Oh, well, they were good until I did a ghost pepper wing challenge because of this asshole. Like, no, it wasn't his fault. I did do, our old drummer and I did a ghost pepper wing challenge because they wanted to do like this band versus food type of show. And no one else was stupid enough to agree to do the pilot episode. But I was like, yeah, fuck it, I mean, that's hilarious. Well, it never ended up getting aired at all. Like,
really?
I've never even seen the footage. And it was awful. Like, we were really, really sick for many days after that.
On the way home, our drummer's like, hey, man, I got to use your restroom before I go back home. I'm like, there's no pooping rule in my house because of you. I was like, I saw what you just did to your internal tract, bro. That's not coming out in my house. So we literally went to a McDonald's drive-through and he bought an ice cream cone. It's like, that's what you're doing.
That's funny. So you got some your favorite movies?
Mm-hmm.
Silence of the Lambs.
Jesus Christ, that's dark.
I love Silence of the Lambs. It's very well written.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Silence of the Lambs?
I have not. I'm sorry.
Have you?
We're just gonna bring this down here.
No, watch it. It's really good. I promise you'll enjoy it. It's a great film. I like all the horror shit, Halloween, stuff like that. I'm all about
horrors.
It. I like horror shit. Like,
Dude, horrors are awesome. Let me tell you.
We're gonna take just that little. Horrors are awesome.
Oh my god. So movie wise, you guys top two.
Oh, I'm simple. Karate Kid, man.
There you go.
You know, this new Cobra Kai series is awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to. Probably Spider-Man: No Way Home or Infinity War. I love the MCU stuff.
Yep, nice.
Outside of that, Prince of Egypt, phenomenal movie.
God, like I said Jaws and Amityville. I was like, thanks.
You're dating yourself, bro.
I like Disney.
Hell yeah.
I love Aladdin. she's got a great ass.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Now we're gonna visit you guys. I will no longer be allowed in like Manhattan after this. So
you have to. We'll have such a good time, man. I'll be with bourbon and beer all
Dude,
night.
I'd love to meet you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
All right, favorite music and any bands that inspired you, guys.
Mine have always been like the 70s hard rock, like Aerosmith, Alice Cooper, Cheap Trick, Van Halen, that sort of thing. Of course, I've diversified since then, but I always go back to my roots. So.
Mhm.
The best band out there is Starcrawler. Holy God. Look at their videos. They're an LA band. I thought they were originally from El Paso, but I like to go down and just look at weird videos on YouTube, and I came across Starcrawler. They're awesome. And I like Saint Motel. I like them.
Dirty Honey. You ever listen to Dirty Honey?
No, I eat it.
God.
And then Nick, it's funny, but Nikki Sixx has his son has a hip hop album that's really good. It's like lo-fi hip hop. Yeah, and he doesn't talk about the fact that his dad is in Motley Crue or anything. I didn't even know other than his last name. And I picked up the EP, and it was amazing. I was like, dude, this is great. But I like jazz, lo-fi, stuff like that too.
The stuff you can relax to while studying. Those videos.
Kicked out of places.
Cannibal Corpse. Yeah.
Well, is there anything you would like to tell people trying to get into the music business?
Wow, don't sign bad contracts ever. Own the rights to your music. Always.
Mhm.
Always. I've seen it a million times. Copyright your stuff, figure out who is on the copyright. And I know that a lot of bands, they start out, one for all for one. And in 6 months, I'm getting phone calls from my clients going, "Oh man, we just broke up. What do? We just recorded our album at your house." And I'm like, you guys better figure out who's on it, because it's going to get ugly. And that's the unfortunate side of it. But that would be always copyright, always know who owns what.
Yeah, I would just echo that, and I'd say that consistency is the most important thing. I mean, it's not going to happen in a year or two or probably even 3. If you really want to get anywhere, it's going to take a lot of hard work and a lot of time and money investment. So just keep doing it. Sometimes even just the doing it is the victory.
Mhm.
So
I think
it is.
it is a victory. I love horror.
I literally own Josh.
Oh, wow.
he signed a 5 contract years ago.
Yeah.
I'm the legal guardian.
Yeah. You're coming in my van.
Yeah.
Don't like how that was put, bro.
Wow. That's great.
Oh, that's amazing. I love this.
All right. Well, this was fantastic. We'll end on a great note like that. So we do an outro, and we would love for you to be part of it.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever you need us to do.
I'm going to look right at the camera for this one. Sorry. Remember to hit that like, subscribe button, and tell us down in the comments section below what songs we should listen to and who we should interview. Because honestly, we had a great time today, guys. Thank you so much. And
Yeah, thank you.
press the subscribe button to get notified every time we upload a video. I'm Son.
And I'm Father. And you are?
10
Cent
Cent Revenge. We'll see you in Halloween next year. We'll make that happen.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Rock on.